It was in Mattapan Square. And about 60 guys showed up for that first meetup. And
60 people
60
the first
people
time
showed up, yeah.
on a flyer.
On a flyer. Honestly, I mean, I thought, cannabis has really opened my eyes as far as just like really understanding business and really the laws and
Regulations.
cutthroat the regulations, But when it comes to having fun and being impactful, I started an organization called Kings Amongst Kings in 2020, right after COVID. And at that moment, it was just because we were all locked in.
Right.
I had just gotten married in 2019.
Nice.
Rolling into 2020, next thing I know, I'm locked in with my wife, and which is actually great because it brought us together because we had just got married and went on a honeymoon, so we had some fun and some things to look forward to, and during that time, so we bonded. But later on, I just realized, like, wow, man, I'm in this house. I need to be around other people and just talk about my experiences and what it's like being married and wanting to have a family. Like, who do I have these conversations with? And I one of these days I created a flyer and said, hey, I'm hosting a meetup at it was in Mattapan Square. And about 60 guys showed up for that first meetup. And
60 people
60
the first
people
time
showed up, yeah.
on a flyer.
On a flyer. I just posted on social media, say, hey, I'm hosting. I believe Nas had some album dropped that year called King's Disease. And then I think on one of the tracks he said Kings Amongst Kings or something like that. So I was like, I like that. So
nice.
I took the name and, called the event Kings Amongst Kings and, downloaded the flyer, downloaded the pictures, posted it up, and everybody showed up. So from that day, I was like, let's just continue having those monthly meetups. And so I would just do a monthly meetups on Thursdays, something that I could control in a space that I could control, that I had access to a space. So it was pretty easy, just, from my old clients who, whether you own a restaurant, hey, well, can you sponsor something and just be part of it? So we had some sponsors and it started picking up, and we, for somehow, Chase Bank, who had just opened a month before, because I think we did it in October, Chase Bank had just opened in September. A few months later on, just reached out to us and said, hey, we have a community space. If you'd like to partner with us and give us a grant, and also provided us that space in Mattapan Square. So we just transitioned there and just kept hosting those monthly meetups. And over time, it's just been very impactful as far as so many men that, we've been able to help, whether it's, I'm in real estate, so a lot of people see the glory, the nice things that.
Right, exactly. Like these beautiful apartments, all these things going on.
And I want to sell real estate too. And so, I've had to be real with a lot of people. Like, look, you see the
social media side.
Social media side, but, it's challenging. And if you have a great career, a great job, you could do real estate on the side. And here's how you go about it. I'm 15 years in real estate. So, I in the beginning, it was just, oh man, I can't do this. I need to be full time. But over time, I figure out, like, wow, okay, I could balance, because I'm balancing other things now, right? So I figure out a system where I could balance things. But in the beginning, you don't know what you're doing, so you don't know how to balance. So you got to be fully committed, and that's what I decided to do.
Right.
So, but now I could give advice on how to go about it and how to set expectation, right? Because there's a certain level of amount of deals that you want to close, the amount of money that you need. If you have to meet these type of goals, you have to be in it fully. Right. But if you just want to, like, hey, I got my license, I want to sell a house, I want to just do a deal or two
on the side or whatever.
Yeah, you don't need to be full time. Right.